Ready? Do the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Sounds Like an Us Problem podcast.
Actually went that was in one take.
Go now, here we go. It's peanut butter jelly.
Now where they at?
I swear I found out about that on a website called eBAM's World. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do actually.
What the hell?
What was that though? I never fully knew what it actually was.
No. Anyway,
Welcome back.
welcome to
Sounds Like an Us Problem podcast. I'm Jasmine Darling.
I'm Danny Johns.
And we are just two regular bitches living our lives and chatting shit about it on a fucking pod.
Two silly little billies.
Yes.
Living their best lives, sometimes their worst lives. Sometimes we spiral, we try not to do it at the same time, but sometimes we do.
I was waiting for the rhymes to kick in. I was like, yeah. Wait, no.
Yeah.
You do a line or two, and then I'll rhyme.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go. Here's our rap, guys.
Okay,
Can we
ready?
switch careers?
What's
Let's find
I
out.
need a bit of a rhythm. What am I aiming for? Am I aiming for we're Danny and Jasmine, this is our pod?
Yeah, anything you want.
Okay, we'll do that.
Like, okay,
we're
right.
Danny and Jasmine, this is our pod.
Look at both of us, boobs, but we're hot. You weren't expecting me to jump in so quick or something.
My mind went blank, and then did you hear that noise? I sounded like a guy coming too quick.
Is that what
You
they
know
sound
that song, The Lonely Island? They go, I just in my pants.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a hot girl at the checkout line, and I just in my pants. And in the video, they were like, It's so gross. Okay, wait, let's try again.
Okay.
Okay. We're Danny and Jasmine. We're best bitches.
Sometimes if I wear too tight, it itches.
But then you have to put another line on it then, so I got some.
It could be BV or it could be thrush.
I never know because I'm always in a rush.
This is why we need to have an episode about women's health. Yeah.
Who knows? I'm just doing things day to day.
You say we can't rap, but we're doing it our way. All we want to do is just make you laugh.
Make you laugh, not make you spaff.
Why can't we let them do both?
Not over the podcast. You want to do that in your private life.
Well, I mean, what are we doing? Watching them watch the podcast? They're listening to it in their private life.
We don't know what they're doing. People could be listening to this while having a poo.
Probably, actually, yeah. I do quite a lot of my listening on the poo, on the poo. Oh, fuck's sake!
I normally listen to a pod either when I'm cleaning the house or driving.
Yeah, long drives. I prefer an audiobook, actually.
Do you?
Yeah. I was about to get into shit.
Welcome.
Yeah. Red you look so good in red.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you look so good.
babes.
Especially because your hair's all freshly done.
Stop.
No, but it's true because the blusher, I feel like it's bringing out,
Girl.
the lips, the blusher, it's very nice.
Thanks, babes.
I've gone for a cash vibe this time.
No, you look cute. And I love these trousers. They're giving Clueless.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
worn them. I
super
think I've
cute.
worn them before for, oops.
If you can't see us, which you can't if you listen to a pod, but they're yellow tartany, very cute. I've actually never watched Clueless, and I feel like that is something I would love. Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry, I don't know why that, are you joking?
No, and I've just realised, why have I never watched it?
Do you like, not that they're in the same class, but Angus Long's Perfect Snogging, Wild Child,
A little bit.
Mean Girls.
Yeah. Mean Girls, yeah. I
I
liked those films when I was younger. I could revisit. So I feel I was a Buffy girl.
I never watched Buffy. Yeah, I know.
my
That's Sarah Michelle
God.
Gellar, right?
Yeah,
And what's her
yeah.
name from How I Met Your Mother?
Alison Hannigan.
Yeah.
Mate.
And American Pie. This one time at band camp,
Yeah.
I stuck a flute up my pussy.
I am obsessed with Sarah Michelle Gellar. When I was a teenager, I just wanted to be her or Britney Spears.
Well, she's beautiful. So.
And do you know what? She actually did a lot of her own stunts. She was very strong, and as a young girl, she trained in gymnastics and did cheerleading, all these things. So a lot of the stuff when you see her flipping around, obviously not when she's throwing like a 7-foot monster across the graveyard. But all this stuff where she's like flipping around and doing high kicks and stuff. That is Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Ah, that is fair.
She's a bad bitch.
Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh,
I hope I said her name right.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad.
Little Dawny.
And also in Clueless, oh gosh, I've forgotten her name. I feel really disrespectful now. Oh gosh, Brittany Murphy.
Oh my god, I loved her as well.
She's
Have
wonderful.
you seen Girl Interrupted?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
girl,
is
we
that
need
the
to
one
have
where
a
she's
sleepover.
babysitting? What's that? We should have a sleepover.
We should, but no. Okay. Oh my god! Oh, I just saw the best idea ever. Let's have a swap sleepover. Okay, so I mean, you suggest a film or a series you love that I've not seen, and then I do that for you, and then we like swap. I don't know. Maybe I make a little plate of food, you make a little plate of food, and we like swap and share, and it's all stuff that we
should have a big podcast, but as a sleepover, and invite like our favourite females around. And we all do it in pyjamas.
I tell you what, if we live streamed that, we would make a lot of fucking money. Oh my god, that would actually be really cute.
I do really need to go to the hair salon, and they've quoted me £160. So,
What, girl?
natural hair, man, is expensive.
Yeah.
It's Gowdy in Bristol.
What do you want done to it?
I need them to like. It needs a proper deep condition. It needs a trim. Yeah, it needs styling. I don't know what length it is or like anything really, because I just keep putting it in cane rows. So I want to like, yeah, just like have it out, see what it's like done, see if it's a length where I want to keep it natural, or because eventually I want to go back to just fully natural hair.
Yeah, I did like it when you had like a proper shave.
Yeah, my little pixie cat.
It was so cute.
Yeah, I liked it too. I just missed doing stuff with my hair. Like I missed.
It's nice to have the option.
So the theme for this week's episode, my friendlykins, is women's health and beauty. Yeah. Woo, or just health and beauty, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, well, because also, you get into that whole thing of them being like, well, where do our non-binary friends fit in this?
That's true.
And everyone should be welcome.
That is true. Just all health and beauty.
Are there many like good places in Bristol for natural hair? I suppose you have to go to like.
No, I've been searching.
Do you want to take recommendations? If anybody wants to comment on like.
Yeah, because I did pop in
good.
the there's like the Bristol Girl chat. Oh no, or did I? I might have forgotten.
That's very on brand
Oh no,
for
because
you.
I recently asked them for a therapist, so I was like, I'll just cool it for a bit and I'll post like.
Okay.
A couple
Oh, so you mean the Bristol Girls Facebook group? There's like loads of girls asking for advice and stuff like that, just in
Yes,
case anybody
yeah.
doesn't know. That would be funny if you popped up asking for a therapist and then popped up for hairdressers, because it's just looked like you're gonna have a Britney and just.
Well, I have shaved off my head before when I was stressed. It was freeing though.
Oh,
it was
good?
great. Yeah. There was just something about it where I was like, I dyed it bright pink at the front, and then I was like, I don't want to keep this, but I just had it over Christmas and I shaved it all off, and it felt great.
How have I never seen you with pink hair? You just look. I bet you were the prettiest little princess.
It was. I don't know what it was. It's just like this weird tuft at the front. I just dyed bright pink. I'll show you at some point. Yeah. Do you know what? This is going to be an interesting topic, because we also, black women, white women, will have different experiences of how we have experienced health and beauty.
Yeah, I had my hair done today.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
It's very easy. Most people can do my hair. Like,
Yeah.
It's not the same to be said, like, with training of natural hair. And you know what, it was funny actually. So there was a thing recently with, so the charity that I work for, we try and do like intergenerational things and bring like older people and young people together. And we had a really lovely day with some students who were training in hair and beauty. And one of our members, absolutely lovely, and she's got natural sort of coiled mixed hair. And the students were amazing. And I was a little bit worried to sort of think, would they need any extra help? Because she had she was only about 16-year-old white girl cut and style her hair, and it was absolutely amazing.
Really?
And I said to our one of our ladies after, I was like, how was it? And she was actually like, do you know what, that young girl did amazing.
Where
and
are they training?
Just at college.
Well, at City Bristol?
Yeah.
I might have to see if they've got... That's really good, because with the college I used to work at, they didn't train for... I asked them once, because they used to always advertise, like, for their barbering at the time I had the short hair, and then you could go and get a £1 cut, and I was like, well, would you do it for afro hair? And she was like, no, we don't teach them that. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, if you're doing a cosmetology course or hair or anything like that, and you're not teaching how to do all types of hair, then you are doing an incomplete course.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's
I
why
don't know
are we still
what they
doing
learn
that?
exactly, but I just know this girl was training and she was perfectly capable, and our lady was really happy with what they did.
Yeah.
And there was lots of girls there, like there was, white girls, black girls, mixed race girls, all sorts of stuff. So you would hope they would cover it, because they should be able to learn to do their own bloody hair and their family's hair and then their clients. Like, it's just
Yeah. I was searching, so yeah, because I've mostly been sort of doing my own hair, but I mean, I'm disabled, as you know, with the MS, multiple sclerosis, for any of you that don't know. And we'll get into that later because that's a whole health thing. But I've got MS, and so holding up my arms for a really long period of time is difficult. And obviously with afro hair, wash day is a whole thing. It's a whole thing for my black girlies out there who understand it. And and my black not girlies, but like, yeah, it's a whole thing, and I can't do it. And I can do it, but it'll take me hours, and I have to split it over a few days and all of that kind of stuff. So I was like, I want to get a proper...
What is the process here? I mean, I don't know much about it. Would you want to share with the group how this works? Educate the people?
The black women can't find hairdressers.
The ignorant white women like me.
The ignorant white women group. A new segment. Oh, sounds like an us problem podcast.
Some of us are really trying to be less ignorant. But unless you have friends who tell you stuff, you just don't really
Shut
know,
your white woman tears. Let me tell you about it.
Please, I just want to go eat some unseasoned chicken. Leave me alone. Why is it such a process? What's the scenario here?
If I were to simplify the process, it's the same as yours would be. I wash my hair, I condition it, I dry it or let it dry, and then I style it. But because of the type of hair, I don't really know. There's numbers and all of that. I don't know if my hair's like 4C, 4D, whatever. I don't know what it is. It's
I
quite...
know what your titties are.
I don't even know what they are, to be honest.
Chart,
they are off the chart. I don't know what type. My hair is like... It's not like really tightly coiled, but I've got Guyanese in my blood. I've got St. Kitts heritage. So it's kind of... Yeah, you could like... It's not to the point where I struggle that much to comb through it. But I don't really know. What I want is to go to a salon and find out. Like, I need to know properly what I need to be doing right for my hair. But even then, I have it in cane rose so that it fits nicely under my wig, and it's a protective hairstyle. So we have a lot of protective hairstyles because our hair now... Please correct me if I'm wrong, audience. Our hair, it doesn't generate like the same amount of, I think it's oils or something that like your hair would generate, and our hair is drier. It's naturally dry, so we need to add things in to give it that moisture.
Yeah, because even like white women curly hair, like if you or other parts of Europe, Greek and whatever, it's curlier the drier it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but ours is really, really dry. Same with our skin. Like our skin, we cream our skin like after the shower or whatever, because otherwise you can play like noughts and crosses on it because it's so dry.
I remember I worked on a commercial a few years ago. We had this really cool black actress in it, and they were lighting up around her, and she looked at the cameraman and was like, "Don't make me fucking ashy.
Yeah,
don't make me ashy.
It's ashy. I don't want to be ashy. I don't want dry skin."
And they were all like, "Oh, what?" She was like, "No, seriously, light me properly."
Yeah,
good for her.
And I'm glad that I think a lot of people in the entertainment industry have to stand up for themselves for having like not having the right shade of makeup and not having all this.
Oh, like a bad wig.
Or stuff like that. So so it's that process. And then I got to take my cane rose out. That's already a process. And then it will be quite knotted because sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, sometimes I've left them in for like 2 months. Because I can't do it. I can't lift up my arms, and I don't have anyone to help me do my hair.
If it's appropriate, I could maybe do that for you if you ever need help with that bit. Because then you don't have to hurt your arms, and I can get around the back.
Yeah, that would actually be quite helpful. So you get your toothpick comb, whatever. You're taking it all out. I get dandruff, so I put on.
Who doesn't?
Nizoral it's a little shampoo, and it just smells a bit chemically. It's not too bad. It's bearable. It said like to use it like every 2 weeks or something or whatever for results. I used it one time. I was amazed. I was in shock.
What does it do?
I don't really know how it works. It's a dandruff like scalp treatment shampoo, so you can use it like normal shampoo.
Like a nice fresh layer of skin.
Yeah, I feel like it's lifted stuff up from my scalp. Like my scalp feels lighter afterwards. So I always do my first wash with that, and then I do like a normal-ish moisture adding shampoo. I don't know. And then
have you seen any of those videos that are like Japanese head spa things?
Yeah, and I want to go to one, but I'm scared they're not going to do it for my hair.
We will find you one.
I would love to do that. And then the styling afterwards just more difficult. It's just and then
you have to put all the style back in, protective style.
And I can't really do cane roast very well. There's my colleague's daughter does cane roast. She bless her. I think she's 18 now, but she like charges a little bit of money to do it. So sometimes I go to her. But yeah, it's just a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. It breaks more easily. You know, I wear like a bonnet to bed. Actually, everyone should be doing that. You should be wearing silk.
They do say I have a silk pillowcase because I do remember. I mean, I don't have the curliest hair. Sort of, if I wash it and lay it dry, it goes quite curly, and then as soon as I sleep on it, it's like a flat piece of shit. But I remember reading waving curly, good for silky. So I do sleep on it
because the cotton it will catch your hair and it'll break it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a whole thing. And yes, so you asked me about finding a salon in Bristol. Couldn't find one. I kind of had resolved that I would have to go to like Manchester or
That's mad though, isn't it? Like,
Birmingham.
like Bristol's so multicultural. How is there like?
Is it though?
Well, by population, maybe not by like businesses and salons and stuff. But
I think we're quite segmented. Like, I feel like when you think of a black area or non-white area in Bristol, you think like St Paul's, Eastern Way. But like, it's very white city. Like, if you think about like what we indulge in and like the stuff that we do, like going to like raves and doing cocaine, I see that's white people shit.
I was going to say falafel, but I was like, actually, that's
so random. What?
When I think of like Bristol now, I think of like people, going clubbing and
like
doing
eat a
drugs, but
pitta.
then having like Anita Pitta,
like
and like wearing dungarees.
Yeah, I do like Lucy and Yak though. Shout out. Please sponsor us, Lucy and Yak, please.
Yeah, can we have some free shit?
Yeah, but I found one salon, and they've quoted me that much. I don't even know if that's reasonable. I haven't been to the salon for my hair for like almost 10 years.
Yeah,
I don't know what's reasonable. So I don't know if 160 is extortionate or not.
And what is it for?
So that would be everything. So they would wash, deep condition my hair, cut it. There's a thing called a silk press. So it just makes your hair like really smooth, shiny, movable kind of thing. But actually, I'm tempted to do that, or I might just get them to put it back in cane rows, depending. I need to kind of see the length of my hair. That's the thing. If it's, I don't know, I think I could do like here. I think I would wear my hair natural if it was here.
Bob would be so cute.
Like a little bob. But it would have to be healthy and thick. But yeah, I think, black.
No, with like, you've got like a really cute outfit that I've seen you wear at comedy before, where you've got like a turtleneck jumper and like a little skirt, and I feel like that with a little bob and glasses, you would be the cutest freaking Velma from Scooby Doo.
Oh, is this
You wore it at the museum gig.
I wasn't a turtleneck. I was showing all the tattoos. The
Was
red
it not?
top.
Well, like a sweater then, like
Red
a
top.
sweater.
Yeah,
and
the purple thing with like the wizard sleeves.
with the baggy fanny sleeves.
Yeah, with the baggy fanny sleeves. Yeah, I do love my little hot librarian vibe.
Yeah, that is
hot
cute.
librarian look.
I love that. Yeah, I'm very lucky. My friend is a hairdresser, so she does mine for me at home, and she gives me, she does it for me, and it's lovely. But literally, like, she was off on maternity leave at one point for a while, and I remember going to like other salons and asking for like what did I have? I would want like a T-section highlight, a toner, whatever, and it was literally like 250 quid. And I was like, oh, my girl gives me such good.
You've got a
Love
good
you,
deal.
Jodie.
Yeah, hit her up.
But yeah, like insane. Like salon prices are just.
The thing is that, I mean, I don't blame them. They've got to pay the rent on like the premises, or they're renting the chairs.
That's the
and
thing. Like everything
all the
around it is so
products.
expensive.
It is. So I don't blame them for charging that much. But what I need to do, I think I'm a bit nervous because like it's not a black people salon, but they specifically did have a section that says Afro hair. So I was like, okay, that's good because it is a different hair type. I want a separate section saying it because it's a different hair type.
Yeah, maybe you should check out the college though. Like, might not be appropriate for like that whole like debrief situation, but like a trim and little thing
maybe.
going on.
Or there. So when I was a kid, I had this friend just really like. She had her stepdad is like a top hairdresser, like one of the top hairdressers in the country.
Oh, fancy.
And he owns a salon called Neville, I think it's called. I don't know if it's still open, but it was in
Sorry, that just makes me think Longbottom. Like Neville.
long hair. He had wonderful hair. He did. He was so sweet. He was lovely, and he had a salon in Knightsbridge or like Sloane Square area. So it was like very like in the heart. And for her birthday, she'd got an afternoon tea at the Dorchester.
Oh, girl.
So it was like a whole thing. She had a limo. And beforehand, they were like, let's take you to the salon, get your hair done. And I was already feeling a bit anxious because I was like, well, they're not going to know how to do my hair, are they? And they did. And they did a phenomenal job. That was the first time I got like a proper treatment, like in a salon for my hair. And it was, afterwards, I remember just standing in the mirror like, swish, swish, my hair.
So floaty.
I was so shocked. And they were white. The women who did my hair. So I was really nervous they were going to like break it or whatever.
Like you should be trained to do all types
they
of
were
hair.
trained. I think they might have given me like £400 worth of like for free, entirely for free.
God.
And they made me feel so special. So I actually might genuinely because the experience was so lovely, I might even get in contact and be like, hello, obviously I'm going to pay, but see how much it costs, because they did such a nice job.
Yeah, and it's nice having that confidence to be like, you've been somewhere before, you smashed it last time, let's just do that again. You don't have to, because hair, like anything like hair or face is like scary, isn't it? Because you just think if they do fuck it up. Like my mum, bless her, when she was like 8, she trained as a hairdresser before working in sort of care and cleaning and doing all sorts of stuff. But to begin with, she wanted to be a hairdresser. And I don't know if they were in training or if it was just... she just happened to be learning it as well, whatever. But when she was like 18, 19, she wanted her hair blonde. And my mum's got quite different hair to me. Hers is really thick and really curly, like proper like spot. Have you met my mum?
No, I don't met any of your fam.
That's insane.
Oh, apart from...
You've met some... Yeah, I was going to say, you have a crush on somebody in my family, but we'll leave it at that.
Or I want him to be my dad. I haven't decided
We haven't
yet.
decided. Very
Daddy
complicated
issues.
feelings.
Actually, he's got daughter issues.
Oh dear. But anyway, she wanted to be blonde, and they bleached her whole head and burned her whole hair off.
No.
So my mum literally was like had an inch of hair when she was like 19, and there's not many pictures of it obviously, but at some point my nan must have booked in like a family portrait at one of these like studios, and my mum has got, love her, like sort of crispy blondish hair that is like almost, is it a buzz cut when it's like short and it just sticks up
like
a fucking military like
what's her name in Feel Good? May Whitman Thompson? Flip.
May
Everyone fancies them.
May Martin.
May Martin. May Whitman is another actor who I also
May
really
Martin.
love. May Martin, the short sort of...
So cute. But May Martin's hair is probably on purpose. I'm
probably.
Like, my mother was terrible, bless her. And they just burned it all off. They bleached it. And I think she said they put you, back then, they put you like under heat, like, which is insane. You would never do that now. And as they pulled her away, I think she said it was like a rubber cap, and her hair just came with it.
Yeah, because it's already like, you feel bleach when it burns your hair, and you should do the roots last because you're generating heat from your own scalp, which is why they always do the roots last. Thank you, Brad Mondo. Brad Mondo taught me all this. I've never been blonde. I don't know if I could. I've had blonde highlights, but like I couldn't. Yeah,
I want to see some pink. Maybe we should get a wig with some pink bits in it. Or you get a wig and put your own pink bits in, couldn't you? I suppose. Can you do that? Can you just bleach it?
Yeah, I ain't wasting money on that. I can't be
if it went wrong, you bleached it off, then it'd be really annoying.
That would be really annoying. What was I going to say? We were talking about, because when we were brainstorming topics to talk about, I don't think originally it was just women's health, but we kind of like lumped in health and beauty. Yeah. Let's talk about the pill. I want to talk about the contraceptive pill. One, I'm really angry about the fact that they trialed a men's pill. And also, I, again, have not verified this fact, but I'm still going to be angry about it because I can.
Our facts are just unchecked.
They ain't facts. They're facts with an X.
Yeah, this is entertainment. This ain't education.
Yeah,
If you think you've come here to learn something real, you're in the wrong place, babes.
Can we get a fact check? This is an opinion. Yeah. This is my opinion.
So they tested a male
contraceptive pill, but apparently a little handful of them were complaining that they were like getting a bit depressed and getting some headaches, so they just scrapped the whole thing.
Do you know what? I will say this. I've been on the pill a long time. I've been on the same pill the whole time. Touch wood. I've had, like, as far as I'm aware, no problems. The only problems I ever had was about a year ago when, for some reason, the GP just gave me a different pill. And then I rang them and they got really shitty with me on the phone and was like, that's what you've been prescribed. And I was like, yeah, but why has it changed? And it's going to sound funny, a few months prior to that, I had a suspected heart attack.
What?
I think you were in Canada at the time. Basically, I woke up in the middle of the night.
You fucking tell me, Danny. Are you fucking mental?
Babe, I had things going on that I wasn't like, who do I need to tell? I didn't even tell my mum and dad until I got out.
Tell me a couple of months after at least. Do you know what I mean?
I forgot.
Do you know what? You actually did tell me. Sorry, I just remembered. You actually did.
Thank you. I was going to say, I was I did tell people.
No, you did actually tell me. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
And I was absolutely fine. Basically, I woke up at like 4 a.m. and fell out of bed and couldn't breathe and was sweating and was like shaking. And
oh my God.
they sent an ambulance and all my heart stuff was fine. But they were like, you've got all the signs of a heart attack, so we're going to take you in. And then I was there for like 12 hours and they just left me in A&E for most of it, where people, like I went to go to the toilet in A&E and there was blood everywhere. Like, I had to go and be like, I can't, is there another toilet? Like, somebody's just bled, like, all over the fucking floor. That was vile. Anyway, they did all these tests on me. They, actually, I had one nice doctor, but actually the nurses and people who were there were actually quite horrible to me. That's like, they took so much blood from me because they kept having a test and then would be like, oh, we haven't got the results we expected, we'll try something else. And then after, like, honestly, mate, they must have took, and I'm not very good at giving blood. I don't know why. It never comes out very easily. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or whatever, but blood don't come out easily. Good problem to have, I suppose. And I had this nurse come and get blood again. And then she was like, oh, to be fair, we should have just left a cannula in you. And then we could have, stopped doing this 8 times. And she grabbed my arm and went to put it in again. And I started crying because I was exhausted. I'd been there like hours. And she looked at me and she went, I haven't done anything yet. And I was like, yeah, mate. Like, and I was just too, like, if I was awake, I would have been like, with it, I would have been like, girl, yeah, you've not fucking done anything. I've been there for 12 hours, like, being put through the ringer, having MRIs and hearts, like, all this shit. And yeah, she was just awful. Anyway, it was all fine. At the end of it, the doctor was like, I've got no idea what happened to you. You've had COVID in the past. Sometimes weird things happened with COVID. I don't know. Is it long? And I was just like, anyway, can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. So then a few months after that, when I went to get my pill, it was different. So I rang the doctor and was like, why has it changed? And also was like, is this relevant to that weird heart thing I had? Because they did also check me for blood clots, because she was talking about the pill and blood clots. Mm-hmm. And they were just like, no. And then I rang, like, I spoke to the GP receptionist, I spoke to, like, the pharmacy, like, and nobody gave a shit. But I wouldn't let go. And I rang, like, a couple of days, and eventually somebody was like, I think it was a pharmacist, was like, look, Danielle, I'll be honest with you, love, it's probably because it's cheaper. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, loads of things have changed recently to a cheaper brand. So that's it. And I wanted to go back on it. Could I simply go back on it? No. They had made me do all the, again, tests, multiple appointments, all this stuff. In the end, I was on it for 6 months. And in that time, I had a terrible time. I was getting headaches. I was feeling weird. I'm now back on my normal one, which, touch wood, has never done anything bad for me. But I've got so many friends who have tried different pills and, like, they get migraines, they get sick, they get depressed. Like, I've had friends who were like, when I was on the pill, I was suicidal. I came off it, absolutely fine.
Yep, that's what I had.
It's insane.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened to me.
What the hell?
Because I went in there because my periods are so heavy. I throw up, I faint, I get sick. Like, my periods are horrendous. I went into the nurse and I told them about this. And they were like, yeah, go on the pill. So I was like, okay. I think I was like 19 at the time. So I did. And it was horrid. It was horrid. It was like I was PMSing constantly. I was spotting all the time and everything. I tried a couple of different ones. It wasn't working. I stopped. It went almost like immediately.
Yeah.
It just stopped.
That was what a bit like when I went back on my normal pill, all the weird stuff that happened just stopped.
Yeah. Because it's obviously it's fucking up with our hormones, isn't it?
It's weird because I've been on it so long. I do think, like, what would I be like without it? Would I be any different? Because again, luckily, the one I'm normally on, I'm back on now. Everything's pretty chill. I think, but I don't know what it's like to not be on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've got a friend who's trying, I think, in future they're wanting children, and so they're trying to sort of ease off, and they're wondering as well because they've been on it, I think, since they were a teenager. The pill's mad because the pill's used as a solution for, like, basically everything for women. Yeah. When I've gone in and said the heavy period thing, or, like, if your periods aren't regular, but the maddest fact that I heard was that the reason that we had the cycle of take the pill for 3 weeks, then have a week for your period, and then take it for 3 weeks, and so on and so forth, was apparently to appease the Catholic Church.
I've heard that. I don't know where it came from, but I do remember when I went back on my right pill and I went to see the pharmacy and whatever, I was like, can I just ask, like, obviously periods suck, and this is, when you're on the pill, it's sort of a fake period, isn't it? It's like a weird whatever. And I was like, do you need it? like, because I know you can skip if you want to, but if I wanted to skip it for like a year, would that make any difference? She was like, absolutely not. She was like, the break's kind of just there, so it feels like a natural cycle.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? You're telling me all these years? I mean, I didn't even need to.
No.
I didn't need to bother.
They made it seem like, oh, if you didn't do it, you know, it's bad. You're keeping your toxins in your body.
Yeah, like you need to clear it out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it is a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
It's a load of bollocks. It's absolutely...
I have one every now and then when I get the fear to be like, let's just make sure I'm not pregnant.
That's fair. That's
But otherwise, you don't need to have it.
Yeah. I just refuse to take it. Like I took a period delay pill when I went on holiday a few years ago called
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. And yeah, I took it. It was only like 5 days that you take it for. It's like a non-progesterone pill or something like that. So it's not a contraceptive, but it does delay the period. And the whole time I was spotting, and then once I came off it and actually got my period was so severe. It was awful.
And if you're spotting, what's the point? Because like you've just
annoying. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Usually mine are so bad, like I leak through everything.
That's not worth it. Is if you're spotting and then you get a worse period.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah, and after that I was like, you know, I'm definitely. That was only like sort of half a pill. They're just men. The thing is, like, women's health is just fucking complex. We have really complex bodies, and science is just not caught up. And then on top of that, not only for the fact that most of the research has been done on men and like very small samples of men, it's also for where it is reaching into women, not considered for black women.
Yeah.
At all.
I think I remember reading something recently, and there was like some biology book or like maternity book or whatever where they, in the illustrations, there was a black vagina and baby and like all the sort of stuff was like illustrated as a black person. And they were like, I think this is the first actual scientific like textbook in the maternity field that's actually demonstrated a black woman, and it was just the illustration, but like how simple. Why haven't they been included? Why haven't people been included all this time?
I don't understand. And then I can hear the people going, oh, you know, because we're a white country. Even if that was true, even if you are a white country, medical breakthroughs have happened all over the world, and the global majority is not white.
Yeah.
So,
and if you work in medicine, especially, like you should be open to learning about. Same with hair. You should, whatever your field is, you should be open to learning about everybody, because you're going to get people from all different walks of life. And also, you yourself might want to live somewhere else one day.
Yeah.
What if you get the opportunity to get a visa and go live in like some amazing country somewhere else in the world? You're going to need to know how to do it there.
It's not even that. I don't even think like it's not even because biologically black women are that different. It's more. Oh, dog barking outside. Is that Cassie?
No,
it's too screechy.
I think that's next door.
Dora.
We got little Jack Russell next door.
Dora is a cute name.
Anyway, dog.
It's more. I don't think it's because. I failed. I didn't fail science. I'm such a nerd. Failing science to me was getting C's. I'm such a that is such a nerdy privilege.
I got C's science. I was absolutely chuffed.
To be fair, actually, I passed, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
That's good.
I don't think it's because black women are necessarily biologically different. It's because of like if we go and we talk about certain things, there's just a sort of systemic thing where we're more likely to be ignored, and so therefore issues are pushed down the line. And especially is the fact that most medicine we go by is Western medicine. There's a whole and as soon as someone goes like, oh, I found this nootropic thing and it's amazing and it's brand new, and then they package it for white people, and then we find out actually no, that's been going on for like tens of thousands of years.
Community's been using that the whole time.
If we just opened our eyes and had a look at it, whoop, we would have found it ages ago.
But we gave it a fancy name and we branded it, so therefore we invented it.
Yeah, 100%. Like weed has healing properties and stuff. And like if you think about like Rasta community, like they reject science altogether. Now I'm not saying I do that because I don't agree with that, but like they've rejected science altogether, and weed is a huge part of that culture. And then here it was like, oh no, could never smoke a reefer. Oh my goodness.
CBD's been rebranded for white people.
Yeah, it's all posh, it's all fancy, it's healing now. And I say that consuming, like, I don't actually have CBD, it makes me too sleepy, but I do have nootropics. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think it's because I'm black, but I do think as a woman, I have to sit there and I feel a lot of resentment. I feel a lot of resentment towards my medical professionals for how long I was ignored.
And you absolutely should. like you've had a lot to deal with that's been brushed under or ignored or like diminished, minimized, like whatever. But like I think as well, it's so interesting when you look back at, you know, previously women literally weren't allowed to, you know, not that long ago, literally weren't allowed to go to uni, literally weren't allowed to certain jobs. So historically, certain jobs have been very, very male, especially with medical, health and safety, engineering, whatever. But like it's mad for me to think about as a 5'1" woman, everything in the world pretty much is based on the average sized man.
Yeah.
So like I always think, I read something about cars and it was saying like, you know, because I get such bad neck pain driving, I can have the smallest car, big car, anything. If I drive too long, it's uncomfortable. I cannot sit in a normal office chair because it hurts. Like I get so uncomfortable. I use my own funny little kneeling chair. But I'm like, everything was designed for the average sized man, including like airbags.
Have you read Invisible Women?
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I think this is where I think I might have read an article about it.
Yeah.
Which might be where this is coming from.
Well, I say this like I'm really cultured and I read a lot. I was listening to it. I got through the first 2 chapters. I'm really bad at non-fiction. I'm not going to lie. I'm very surface level. No one said I was deep. All right? But I remember there's a chapter about snowplow. And how this city,
like
a Zamboni, like a proper snowplow. And if I'm remembering this correctly, because it was a few years ago, she was talking about how there was this city that they studied and the route that the snowplow took actually disadvantaged women because women were more likely to make more stops on their way home. And the routes that they snowplowed were more convenient for men. But women were more likely to have to like pick the kids up from school, go to the supermarket, go to the back,
So
like, do all the bits in between.
It might have been like the snowplow went along, you know, all the sort of businesses, but never made a track to the school. Where the buses go,
like that sort of, I can't fully remember, but, and you know, at first when I heard it was like snowplow chapter, I was like, what? And then it really got me thinking. I was like, oh my God, how many other things? Like women's toilets. What the fuck is it that we all know, right? First of all, there are more women than men, always. And there are never fucking enough toilets. There are never enough toilets for women in places.
No.
And they want to be like, oh, but it's got to be fair. No, it's got to be equitable.
I literally think every toilet should be a self-contained cubicle.
Yeah.
That's just for everybody.
Unisex.
And do you know what, it's going to sound so sad, but do you know where it's got really nice toilets? The Watershed in Bristol.
Oh, is it?
Mate, it's brilliant in there.
Oh, I know. You walk around the corner.
It almost feels like an aeroplane. Like every toilet is just a fully functional cubicle.
Yeah.
Toilet, sink, somewhere to dry your hands. That's
and
it.
period products.
And they're all the same. And then there's no drama. Nobody needs to feel put out.
No.
And, like, I feel like, you know, toilets are weird and a bit creepy. So like for me, I'm like, yeah, just have your own individual thing. Perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
And do you know what? Have a door and a wall that goes most of the way to the floor. Have you been to America? Have you peed in America?
No, I haven't.
There are doors. I'm not joking you. They're like, the gap is like up to your knee.
Yeah.
Which to me, that's like up to my fanny.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. 5'1". Yeah, no, it's
so weird.
Because it's designed for men who are standing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's utterly, it's just ridiculous. This is when we talk about women's health and like gender affirming care. Men don't realise it affects them. They're like, oh no, we don't recognise trans people. Nim 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 nim. I'm a bigot. Like, who wrote a series of fantasies books, which I don't even want to mention her name. She's like Voldemort now.
Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort. We'll call her Voldemort. But having. It's the same for disabilities. Making things more accessible only benefits everyone.
Yeah. Do you know, this is like such a like basic point, but I always think for men, like, it must be a bit embarrassing going into a toilet and having to like make it very apparent if you need a poo in the cubicle or if you need a wee. Like, I always felt that must be a bit, like, if that was me, I'd feel embarrassed because we just go into a cubicle and we do whatever's
happening.
We need to do.
We make best friends in there as well.
Yeah. So again, I'm like, everybody has a cubicle and you do whatever you need to do in there.
Yeah. Just a nice private, and even sometimes it could be a social anxiety thing. You just want to take a bit more time. I wouldn't
like having a wee in front of strangers. Like,
no, I wouldn't want to do that. And like the splashback as well, stinky.
Do you know what is positive though? Have you heard of Pequel?
Yes, I have. That's like the little funnel thing.
I think that's a Shiwi. People are an organisation. I think they're a charity. They do portaloos that are female urinals. So I've used them at like Pride and at Boardmasters. Mate, it is an absolute treat.
Oh, really?
I don't know how to describe them, but it's like a big plastic sort of unit and it's divided into sort of sections, like almost like a, Trivial Pursuit sort of.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's just a sort of funnel system, and you can't see each other because it's sort of almost like a maze. It kind of wraps around, but you can just pull your trousers down or your skirt up and just wee into this big funnel. But you're covered from the sides, but it's not like so high that anybody could come in there with you or anything like that. So you'll see each other, and it's just really funny because you're all just kind of there like in a sort of circle, and you can face either way, but you're just like, all right. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I'd want that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I love it. But mate, you get in there, you're in and you're out.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the queue, there is no queue. There's never a queue. You go in and you squat, and you don't have to. I will say it surely can't be accessible. I don't think there's an accessible version.
No, because you got squat.
Yeah. But it's a start, isn't it? And
Yeah,
really cool.
but the thing is, sometimes you do need something extra for it to be accessible, and that's fine. If you have also a whole bunch of accessible loos and you have that's great.
Yeah.
Because it's made it accessible in a different way. It's
exactly.
shortened
It's
queues,
freeing
it's
up
shortened
queues.
waiting times. Yeah,
And like, why should women have to miss out on so much of like festivals and stuff because you are in the bloody queue? When actually, what you could do is go and have a quick wee. If that's all you need is a quick wee, go over there, squat, love it.
Most
and there's
people do
handles, so if you're not like great at
so
squatting, you
want
can
to balance.
hold on.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I think both of us being millennial. How old are you again? 32.
34.
Fuck off. Are you 34?
Yeah. I'm older than you.
Yeah, I knew that. I feel like a baby. I feel like a baby.
Well, you're not that much younger than me. What are
You know
you?
what?
You're
I've fully
32.
forgotten when your birthday is. I'm so sorry.
July, I'm a Leo, baby.
I knew it was a J.
When you're 32?
I'm 31.
31, yeah.
My bubba.
I'll be 35 in July.
That's so exciting. Halfway to 40, girl. 40 is meant to be amazing.
I feel great at 34. And that's one thing. Again, this could be a whole topic. Maybe this is another thing. But I feel like we've been so gaslit into thinking what aging is. And that's for men, women, that's for everybody. But I remember watching like Home Alone. Like, Catherine O'Hara is gorgeous.
Oh my
and in Home Alone,
God.
she's like literally 30, but she's made to be this like dried up, disgusting, frumpy middle-aged mum. And she was actually like 30.
I mean, she was beautiful in that. But I see what you mean. They like, as soon as you get to a certain age, you're now cast as.
They will cast
Mum.
a 30-year-old woman
Yeah.
as the wife of a 60-year-old Hollywood actor, but claim they're about the same age, and then somehow magically she'll have a son that's old enough to go to college.
Yeah.
And all along the actress is like 30.
Yeah. It's fucked. It is fucked because, they don't want to see wrinkles. They want to see wrinkles or cellulite or scars or acne or, they don't want to see that on women. Everything is marketed to us to cover that up. Anti-aging.
Yeah. And without sounding like an absolute wanker, I do quite often get people say to me, like, oh my God, you don't look 34. And I'm always like, I do, actually.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
do.
true. That's a good
This
point.
is what
Yeah,
a
I feel like I
34
just fed into that as well. But you made, it's a very, really good point. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, because we're both millennial women, and it was, oh my God, like, it's always been brutal for women, but the 2000s were brutal.
Yeah.
And they said this recently, they were talking about bringing back heroin chic.
Ugh.
Being skinny has been a
have you seen
market for
Ariana
so
Grande?
long. I mean, I don't want to comment on that. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, she's a whole she's a whole thing, but she looks like a bone.
Yeah, but
There
then
is a lot of Hollywood
but
actresses who are like bones now.
we'll judge her for that. We'll judge her if she's big. We'll judge her if she's normal. So, like, I've seen loads of things recently where it's like mid-size. I'm a mid-size woman. I'm like, but we've kind of had to coin that term now as like sort of size sort of 10 to 14.
I was going to say this. I keep getting TikTokers on my feed who are like, I'm mid-size, and then they're like, I'm a 10 to 12, and I'm like,
When did
that's
that- what's-
small, isn't it? Surely, like, when did that become mid-size?
Women's clothing, like they do it from like small, medium, large, but it's like psychologically they're trying to make us feel like we need to be smaller sizes.
Yeah.
We used to make fun of, like, if you listen to like most of like the naughty stuff, or even like, even though I love the film Bridget Jones, right?
Oh my God.
The whole trope was that she was like this fat girl. And first of all, even if she was beautiful, but second of all, she wasn't.
She's like a size 10.
Yeah, she was not a
can't
fat
remember
woman.
what she says, but in the beginning of the film, she says something like the date and her weight, I think, is like what I weigh.
Yeah.
And I'm a
some of
small
that.
human.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And it was mad.
ridiculous.
And then there's a scene where she's like, I thought you said she was skinny. And I'm like,
Yeah, and Love Actually, Marty McCutcheon. Oh, the chubby girl? Are you kidding me? The
yeah.
stunning girl.
She does have quite sizable thighs. Like,
Yeah,
what the
vile.
fuck? She's beautiful. Again, also, where did we get... When did skinny equal beautiful? When did that happen?
Paedophiles. Right, so this is now we're going to go back to the race card, but I think the blonde whitest, skinniest people have in the media always been deemed the most beautiful. And I think it's because they look the most childlike. And I think it's because Hollywood and places that have been run by pedos.
Oh my God, Danny, I think
Mic
you're
drop.
right.
Yeah, I do. They want you to look childlike.
Because was it with you? I was talking about Sydney Sweeney. Because she's like blonde.
Yeah, and that sort of, I love
Doe-eyed.
Marilyn Monroe, but that sort of like,
Just described you.
don't like silly little baby voice and like I'm dumb and like whatever. And I remember there was something else. Again, I read a lot of random shit, and I do like a non-fiction book, especially with women's stuff. And I've heard something somewhere about how, especially this was the thing about history in America, the youngest, sort of whitest, skinniest, quote unquote, prettiest girls would get married the youngest and have the best chance of a rich husband.
You know, that's
because
still
they look childlike.
That's still the thing today, because black women are the least desired women in like across the board.
Yeah.
Of like, in fact, the most least desired human across the board is black women.
And I think that directly correlates to why there's so much poor treatment of, like you said, black women's health issues, because it's just like, I mean, I genuinely think sometimes, I'm not saying like your GP would think this, but I do think sometimes people are like literally like, I wouldn't fuck you, so I'm not going to show any interest or help you with anything.
Do you know what?
Like
You're right.
Privilege. Obviously, there's white privilege. We know that.
There is
There's
also
white
pretty privilege.
There's pretty privilege.
Yeah.
There is skinny privilege, and I think there is accent privilege. There's definitely like class privilege. I remember when I used to be a lot more Bristolian, and it's kind of tapered off over the years. But I remember going to uni and with all these posh girls in Bath, and they used to take the piss out of what I was saying. And I was just like, are you kidding? Like, I would literally put my hand up, answer a question. And like, I remember people being like, water. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you're going to shame, like, so.
Like, you're in the Southwest now. You've forgotten where you are.
Yeah.
Like,
me, you've come to my land.
Yeah, no, I agree, because I definitely think I get away with more because I'm deemed as more eloquent because I have received pronunciation, because I've got the Queen's English.
Yeah.
I'm seen as the acceptable black one.
Yeah.
I'm like safe enough for them to date.
Speak nicely.
Yeah, but I'm only pretty to them because I fit into some of the norms that are perceived as white.
Yeah.
That's why. That's
100%.
why I'm deemed as pretty to some. I honestly think that's what it is with white men. I'm a black woman, so I'm exotic enough for them, but I don't have what's deemed as stereotypical black features when it comes to like my accent or things, and then like, so for them I'm an acceptable black woman.
Yeah, you're again close enough to the childlike,
yeah,
skinny,
the westernized.
And
I do dress like an overgrown toddler. That is kind of like my style, like a primary school teacher. But like, yeah, is yeah, shit. I'm still reeling over your fucking comment on like the blonde like white.
I think I'm going to use that as my answer for everything now. From now on, anytime someone asks me an important question, I'm just going to answer it. Nonsense. And you know what? I bet you somehow that it will come back. It will make sense. We'll rank
it does
somehow. But in this scenario, I think I genuinely do believe that. Like,
no,
I would have said it if I didn't.
In agreement. The moment you said it, I was like, that really. These are the people that were pushed in front of our screens and portrayed to us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like with bands, like when they've been cast in pop stars. In a way, it's a miracle we bloody got Scary Spice.
Yeah, that
and
is
again,
true.
thin,
and the fact she was called Scary Spice.
She was called Scary Spice.
Yeah.
But again, like you say, quite not as prominent features you would stereotype with black women. She's quite a soft, like she's skinny. And
surprised they let someone northern in as well, to be honest.
Oh, I know.
That's. As I'm like thinking back to all the shit that like, yeah, that I was looking at like when I was growing up, and I'm like.
And again, you think of like a lot of the actresses or singers that, or women of colour that we have seen, they are very like, again, soft and light.
Yeah, even Beyonce, her hair's always blonde. And any woman who's actually like a dark black woman, like if you look at like Lupita Nyong'o and stuff, there's a dark black woman, I can't remember who it was recently, who's like, I think it was Lupita Nyong'o that I read about, who after she won an Oscar was only being approached for slave films.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because that's the only way we can't be the love interest unless it's an all black film. Then we could be the love interest, because then we fit that standard of beauty.
But then it's an all black film. It's not just a film.
Yeah, it's
because
an all black
film. Because you couldn't be cast there by accident.
No.
Yeah.
No one's casted me to star in a film opposite Ryan Reynolds. I'm not Zoe Saldana.
But you'd be such a cute couple.
But then they wouldn't see that.
I would watch that OnlyFans.
And then what? Fucking hell. And then what? But just Blake Lively, like, can't believe I'm in the cup chair. Yeah, we are. They've been married for years. But also what annoys me is that black culture is never revered until a white person adopts it, or a non-black person. Like Kim Kardashian took a bit of Latinx, took a bit of black people, went, I now have big lips, huge ass. Oh, suddenly that's popular now.
Yeah.
We don't like skinny chic anymore. We want that, you know? And then like black culture, like rap music, jazz, rock, like it was all taken, whiteized, I don't know if that's a word, and then suddenly it's popular. And it's like... So, but that having bigger lips or having a bigger, I don't actually have a big ass. You got that one.
I got the booty for
but like
both of us.
having like more curvy features, having like only having brown eyes, all of that kind of stuff. That can't be on me. That can only be on white people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not attractive. I have to have white features, but they have to have like. But then they can't win either. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I had a whole thing there.
It's very complicated, and like the trends are. I mean, they're all A, unachievable, and B, they change. Right? Like if I think of like, as we said, I'm 34. Right? If I think when I was young in the 90s, it was heroin chic. Right? So if I had gone, I mean, I was a kid, but let's just say, imaginary person goes with that trend. Right? You need to starve yourself. You need to be gaunt and skinny. Right? Then you're in the early 2000s. Massive tits are in. All right, now you need to go and risk your health and spend loads of money on a boob job. Okay, great. So you do that. A few years later, actually boobs aren't that trendy anymore. Everyone wants a big fat ass. Okay, so now you go get a Brazilian butt lift, and then you need some fillers, and then actually now we're back to jobs are not cool anymore, and everybody's realised they've been making them sick for years. So loads of celebrities and people have had their boobs taken out, and now we're back to heroin. How the fuck is your body supposed to do that?
It doesn't.
Financially, mentally, physically. Like, this is why I think, you know, and again, I say this as a person with white and petite privilege, like, you just got to try and love yourself. I know that's actually, as I said that, I want to be sick. I take that back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is.
I would love to feel the way about my looks, my body, as I do about my personality.
But see, I look at you and I think you're absolutely gorgeous.
I can't see it.
But to me, I'm like, what...
Sometimes I like wear an outfit and I'm like, yeah, like I actually quite like my hair today. I'm like, yeah, all right, the fringe is fringing, it's working. But like, I can't look at myself and think of myself as like an attractive woman. I don't
think and that's, to me, that's crazy, because I look at you, obviously I'm biased because you're my friend, but I'm like, you're beautiful, you've got a fantastic figure. You, the figure. She just made a very sexual gesture at me and I liked it. Now she's in my lap. But like, you're hiding because you can't take the compliment.
It's because I love you.
I love you, but it's true, you've got like, and again, all shapes and sizes and ways are all like, everybody's beautiful in their own way. But like, to me, objectively, if I want to be really like a terrible phrase to say, but if I want to be really black and white about it, you're beautiful. You're a lovely height. Like, well, as 5'1", I appreciate when people got
bang
like
average
nice
on
legs.
my height. Yeah.
Well, to me, that's lovely because I'm 5'1", so I'm a fucking.
You've got a lovely height. You
tiny
are
person.
stunning. I
You've got
literally like stare at your eyes.
You've got amazing boobs. You're all like nice curves and that, like whatever. You've got beautiful eyes.
Okay,
You've
can
got
stop
beautiful
this
lips.
now.
No, we're gonna kiss in a minute. You've got beautiful lips that are all of your own. You've got lovely big eyes. You've got lovely
can't,
cheekbones. I know
Danny.
she can't, but it's true. Nothing here I'm saying is a lie.
I actually like my look.
And you've got
I'm
beautiful
getting
skin.
Goosebumps.
You've got really nice hands as well. You've got like nice length. You've got nice length fingers. But do you know what I mean? Like, you've got lovely like slender arms and wrists and hands. Okay, that was my proposal.
I accept.
The point is, do you know what? If there's anybody who wants a Danny compliment shower,
oh, that would be nice.
Because I think people find it hard to see the good in themselves, and I really like to see the good in people. And I think, you know,
I think of you when I think about like body, physical confidence, because I think you're quite confident in your physical appearance, aren't you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like go mad over myself, but I just think I am what I am, and it's all right.
Well, it's more than all right. You are stunning.
Yeah, see, now I wouldn't see. Now this is where I'm going to be like, I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm quite average. But
how many times have I mean, not to say it, not to like fit it from the male gaze, but every single fucking time my friends see you, any of my friends that are attracted to women, they're always like, oh, it's like the hot one, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, she's mine.
I would never think of myself as a hot one ever.
No, I wouldn't think that for me, but I'm like,
I try not to think about it. I'm just like, I am what I am, you know,
and
I like, you know, dressing this way, and I like to. You know, especially with clothes, I try and think like, right, what's going to suit me and not make me look like a stump, you know? And I just think, do that. And then sometimes I think, what makeup do I like? I like this. I'm going to do it that way. I'm just trying to do the things that I like. And like, do you know what I'm trying to learn? is, and I keep seeing really nice TikToks about this, is you don't have to be flattering. So actually, I should take back my comment about not wanting to look a stump, because if I'm a happy little stump, that is fine.
It's true.
And this is part of it, it's dressing for the male gaze.
It is.
Why are we doing it? Dressed to be cute in your own way, and cute can be whatever that means to you.
Yeah. When I started, I ditched like most of my black from my wardrobe. Started wearing loads of colours.
I'm trying to get rid of...
Trying to get rid of your black. Yeah? I'll just exit stage left. Damn, that's right. Wait, is that left?
To gain
Is it right?
A more colourful wardrobe.
Just get rid of her black.
I really don't want to be cancelled.
Next episode, it's going to be like, hi, I'm Danny Johns, and that's it.
Hi, I'm Danny Johns, and I'm in prison.
Fucking hell, doing a podcast. Where are you? Sweden? Switzerland? What's the fancy one? Don't they have fancy prisons?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, the point is of this episode, I've sunk down into my chair and I don't know what's going on. I'm hungry. The point is of this episode is that women's health needs to be researched. We need to do more to help non-males get into this industry and support women and non-males in STEM, and beauty standards are all a bunch of fucking bollocks.
Yes, baby girl.
And I truly mean that. And fat, thin, tall, short, big belly, big boobs, small boobs, whatever, like, everyone is someone's cup of tea.
Everyone is someone's cup of tea. That is spot on.
Yeah.
That is so true. And do you know what? I really do think people underestimate how much of an impact they make on people, and how like good looking they really are sometimes. Like I've had every friend in my life, I think at some point has been like, oh, I hate this about me, or this makes me look a certain way, and I'm like, I don't see that.
Yeah.
So I think we all need to start looking at ourselves through not like rose tinted specs, but like the specs of your best friend.
Yeah. There is, and not just like, for me, I always say, like, I don't think there's, I do think there's someone out there for me. I just don't think I'm going to meet her. Okay, thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah, well, not all of you, because some of you must be dickheads, but I'm assuming that most of you are actually lovely. And
I think the dickheads would be sick of us by now. Like, they would have already left a horrible review and said they love laughing at themselves, get a room, and we can just block and delete them. The people who stay will be cute.
Do we have to? I'm really looking forward to our first hater.
Fight them if you. I don't like them.
No, I'm not going to fight them. I just want them to stay there so they can always view how pathetic they are.
Oh, should we kill them with kindness? What
Yeah.
if I give them a compliment and be like, oh, that's a really big fish in your profile photo, mate.
Yeah,
good for you.
That's amazing. Oh, you have a frame of the England flag. It really brings out the colour of your ass.
My favourite insult now is your dad's a flag shag and your mum paints roundabouts.
I like that.
So yeah, this podcast is not for those people.
No,
it's for little cuties like you who are just having a giggle with us. So anyway, we'll say goodbye.
Bye. Oh yeah, sorry. You can listen to us anywhere where you listen to your podcast, and we're also on social media.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube's
at Us Problem Pod. At Us Problem Pod.
You fallopian tube.
And you're fucking beautiful.
Have a nice day.
Bye. Oh. Impromptu, because we forgot to put a queen in. We need a queen of the week for health and beauty.
Oh my god.
And I can't think of anyone that is like a good. I can't.
Oh, I've got one. I feel like I always take this over, so sorry. Tell me if
Go
I
for it.
Do I think I should be our queen of the week? I think we should have Alicia Keys. Because she is beautiful, very talented, very cool. She, for a couple of years now, has been actively refusing to wear makeup to any red carpet and VIP events.
Same with Pam Anderson as well.
Yeah.
She stopped wearing it.
Yeah. Oh, I love Pam.
I do love her too. But Alicia Keys is a great choice. Yeah.
Let's do her. And if you look at these pictures, she looks absolutely gorgeous, and it makes you think insane that we all get convinced that we couldn't possibly be photographed without a full face of fucking makeup.
Yeah.
But she's been doing it for quite a few years now and making a very cool point about it.
Yeah, and if she wants to wear it again, then she can.
Yeah, but it's about choice.
Do what you fucking want, right? Oh, I also do want to give a shout out to, there's actually an influencer I really like, whose name I've forgotten. Crap.
Do you want to Google her?
Camilla
Parker. fucking hate that bitch.
She is not a woman's woman.
She's
Camilla
not the
Parker
queen.
Bowles. Parker Bowles?
Oh, sorry. I feel like we
that
shouldn't hate a woman, but I do. Sorry.
No, I do
Anyway,
hate her.
R.I.P. Diana.
No, she runs a company called Mila Movement or Mila Movement,
Oh, she
and it's an app about just like moving to move and do good, healthy things for your body. And she and her wife talk about like openly about their pregnancies and all this kind of stuff and being beautiful and like, yeah, her. What's her
Camilla
name?
Law? Oh, that's her. Oh, there you go.
Camilla Lorentzen. I'm so sorry if I've butchered your name. Yeah, and I really like her. I really like her Insta. I don't really follow like that many like
Yeah, she looks cool.
influencers, but yeah.
Oh, I know her. I don't know
Yeah.
her. I follow. Right.
She and
I
her
know
wife
who
like
she
post
is.
loads of stuff.
Her wife, is it Julie? Julia?
Yeah.
Right, I see them on TikTok, but I don't get. I haven't seen Camilla on her own with her body stuff. I can see them as like
The couple.
a couple and their
Yeah.
baby and all that. Oh, I love. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give them both a follow because I
I
follow
don't
them
think Julie posts anymore. She was getting too much hate, of course. Like,
But yeah,
because that's what they do. She doesn't deserve the hate. Well, I mean, I don't know these people personally.
She's private, so I've requested her. But yeah, I remember it because there was a TikTok trend where it was like some sort of music, and then it was like, I don't know why, but and they did them, and it would be something like, you meet your, oh, it's gonna be funny for us. You meet your friend, and you fall in love, and then one day you get married. Like it was something like that. But she did this like little. She did it with like a hair tuck and a little wink, and it was just like she just looked, and everyone just jizzed over it, and it went viral because she just did the smoothest like So I like her. Yes, that's a good one. Excellent.
But, Alicia Keys is our Queen of the Week.
Yeah.
That was a small interjection. Back to regular programming.
Okay, bye.